Yes. Hello, all GATE 2024 computer science aspirants. Today, 10th of February, in two different shifts, the GATE 2024 computer science examination conducted by Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, has been successfully conducted. And we hope that your paper has gone fantastic. You might have performed your best. Okay, all your hard work that you have done in the past several months, okay, might have come into real action, and you must have, proved out yourself in the today's examination, right? So, yeah, we will talk about the difficulty level of both the shifts also, Amrinder. So basically, what has been the exam analysis, okay, what has been the exam level, okay, what subjects are more, what subjects are less, all those things, okay, how many MSQs are there. Let me tell you that again, as expected in CSE, huge number of MSQs are there, okay, unlike other branches. So the combined exam analysis of shift 1 and shift 2, okay, we are going to present here, okay, in front of you, I have Anil Prasad sir also. So sir, over to you, and let's get started then.
Yep. Hi, hello students. Very good evening. Yeah, already questions have started coming from Badam Amarendra Reddy. Sir, what is the difficulty of shift 1 and shift 2? We are going to unveil that in some time. But Rakesh, just the paper, when I observed, just at par with 23 paper. When it comes to 21, 22, those papers, in my perspective, those were very easy. But when it comes to 23 and 24, to my surprise, the paper is actually moderate. 23 was moderate, 24 also was moderate. If you actually recall, IISc Bangalore actually is a big reputation for setting the paper very difficult. But when it comes to 2024, to my surprise, I'm really taken by surprise that it is moderate. And I'm sure many of our students are going to do miracles in this exam. What do you say?
Yes, definitely. So that's what I believe. All the hard work that students have done, definitely, they must have, we'll relax right now because it's not that difficult a paper. Okay, of course, it can be called as, slightly easy as well. But, of course, when you ask from faculty point of view, normally most of the things look easy. But from a student point of view, okay, going in such a pressure situation, okay, looking into all those situations, we can call it as moderate. Okay, imagining how a student would feel when writing this particular examination. Okay, and number one, now the most challenging part here is, okay, what makes the paper moderate, yeah, slightly on the difficult slide is the number of MSQs. I'm not talking about the difficulty level of the question, but of course, when more number of MSQs are there, definitely the paper, of course, becomes challenging, because every time, for MSQ, for most of the times, you have to recheck whether only these two correct, yeah, maybe third correct, yeah, maybe all four correct, yeah, sometimes MSQ only one can be correct, one or more than one, anything can happen. Right. Okay. So that's what, MSQs always make the paper relatively more challenging. Okay. So let's get started. Let's talk about the data. Okay. Here, let's talk about the data. Let's start talking about the data. Okay. So the complete set 1 and set 2 analysis of GATE 2024 computer science and engineering. Now, before we start about, the data for 2024, and before we start revealing what was the MSQs and what are the type of questions asked, okay, let's have a look into the 2023 data. Now again, this is just for motivational and an indicative analysis, okay, because the trends of the number of qualified students, percentage number of qualified students, and all those things are almost on the similar kind. Very just now, I think Anil sir mentioned that even 2023 was a paper which was relatively easy to moderate only, unlike 2021 or 22, which were better paper. And that is the reason you're able to see when you talk about 2023, the topper marks itself, was 93.6. That clearly indicates that paper was easy. Otherwise, agar difficult paper hota hai, to very easy to cross, 85 to 90 marks there. Okay, so this also indicates, and the average marks of top 1.1%. I mean, the students who have got more than 99.9 percentile, okay, is itself 81. Okay, is itself 81. Now CS registered 99,000 something. Okay, how many appeared? It's just 75% approximately of that, and out of that, as a regular trend, around 15,000 students qualified the examination. Okay, the lowest marks is negative 13.3. I think this itself is also a talent, how you can go up to such a minus. I think, what do you say, sir? If somebody plans intentionally, okay, because CS, even the probability to get less negative marks is less, because even last year also number of MSQs are more, NAT are more. And MSQ and NAT, there are no negative marking. ये तो वही बात हो गई कि somebody did all MCQ questions almost wrongly. then only you can be able to go to such negative marks.
I'll tell you, this is purely because the overcautious. People will be overcautious, they just, in rechecking the answer, correct answer for MSQ, because it just always trappy. The question will always, trap you, and, students in their flow, they may, they will select one more option, MSQ, but here MSQ would be, from my perspective, will be the culprit to make that score minus 13.3.
Correct, correct. So that's what it is. And now, again, before we go to the 2024, one more small analysis, because those who have appeared this year, okay, this is a motivation for them, that where do majority of the students lie? So Anil sir, can you speak something about this? Looking into this trend, majority of the students lie in a particular zone, and only few, they go to the favorable zone. What
Just
to say?
here, if you can observe an important and interesting point, look at these figures 10 to 20 and 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. Here, if you can highlight this 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. Just look at this. See, the people who actually are falling in 10 to 20 can definitely be falling under 30 to 40. Here, obviously, when they can fall in this range, the reason that I could predict or presume is the negative marking. If they could avoid the negative marking, trust me, they will definitely be in this 30 to 40. But these people who are getting this 30 to 40 definitely can jump over to the any level where they can get a better rank here. So here, when I focus on this, 10 to 20 is maximum students. And when somebody tells me that GATE is one of the difficult exam, I can show you this. And I also can speak to those people why they got 10 to 20. And they would definitely tell me back that, sir, because of the MSQ, I did miss it. And because of the negative marking, I did miss a few. So if we can guide them, they can guide themselves, they will definitely be able to get a better rank. And not only 2023, the score an average student falls in will definitely be from 10 to 25. This is what I would see. This is not the trend of 2023. This is an average trend for the past 10 years. Figures will be 10% more or less, but this is the average trend for the past 10 years, I would say. What do you say, Rakesh?
Yeah, that's what, it's a trend of, not, again, I'll say, not only last 10 years, and it is a trend of even all other branches, not only computer science. It's a general data representing, where most of the students lie. And that's what you're able to see. Majority are lying in a zone, okay, which are not even able to qualify. And if you put the, right concepts into right place with accuracy, okay, because negative marks always is a spoiler. So if you are really accurate, and if you are able to manage your subjects well enough, okay, then definitely your competition is among very few only. Okay, we always feel that it's a highly competitive examination. Okay, so if you want to match the competition in terms of number of students just appearing for the examination, then that's a wrong way of looking into it, because you have to actually compete. To be very honest, okay, where do you get some good opportunities? Okay, if you cross 40 marks, I mean, above 40 marks also you get some, NITs. Okay, yeah, you may get some IITs also above 40 marks, but that will be new IITs. Okay, so, the majority of the good opportunity will be above this. Okay, will be above this. But yeah, some decent opportunities also, okay, somehow you should get something, is also above this. Okay, is also above this. Okay. Okay, maybe let's talk in terms of, the NIT seats, or maybe in talks of new IITs also. Still, you need to cross the 40 marks. But if you want the top IITs and PSUs also, okay, although PSUs and CS are limited, but still, if you go beyond 60, you have decent chances of going to PSU. Okay. If you are beyond this, then PSU is almost sure for you. Okay, so if your main target is PSU, 70 plus as per the last year trends. Okay, and because the paper level is not that great, it's almost similar. So, similar trends can be observed for this year also. If your target is good IITs, old IITs, your target should be beyond 60. Okay, and if you want something, some NIT you should get, or some new IITs, then your target can be 40 plus. Okay, now, even if you take, the sum total of all this, okay, this becomes approx 4,500, 5,000. Let's say approx 5,000 or 5,200 students are there who are your real competitor. If you are one of the students who have really prepared hard, who is a sincere student, okay, so sincere competition is around 5 to 6,000. Okay, so never ever look, even if you have appeared for GATE 2024, ye last year ka data hai, but still, this is just to tell you, however your paper have been, okay, your true competition would be among this. Your true competition will be amongst this only.
But my concern is here, I just would see the 10 to 20, 30, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, all the bars are, just are merged in my perspective, and with accuracy and precision they can definitely be falling in 40 to 50 NIT. Definitely
Right.
these three bars can definitely get a seat in NIT with the accuracy and precision. This then
Hmm.
completely be transformed into the 40 to 50, not like
Right.
40 to 50.
Correct. Yeah. So that's what, even, with the similar concepts, if you avoid mistakes, that's what Anils are telling. If you improve your accuracy, you are here. Beyond this, you need to study more and more number of coverage of syllabus. Okay. Many factors are there. How much syllabus you have covered. Okay. How your accuracy was, how your time management was, all those things. Okay. Account and give you the final accumulative marks. Okay. Now, let's first talk about the subject wise distribution. Let me tell you guys that all this data is indicative because you all know that IITs officially have not released the paper. Whatever data, questions we are presenting here in front of you, okay, for any branch is memory based. As per as per discussing with several students, what is the analysis that we have got? It's purely based on that. Okay, so the numbers are indicative. Maybe there is a small deviation, but you can mostly call it because we have verified from multiple students and come up with this. Okay, so let me first tell you about the digital logic, maths, and aptitude, and then other technical subjects. Anil sir will be guiding for you here. Okay, now guys, once again, this is set one. Okay, ध्यान देना, because there were two shifts, so this is about shift one. And in the shift number one, okay, if you come to digital logic, okay, it's total 5 marks, two questions of 2 marks, and one question of 1 mark, including two MSQs from digital. There will be even more surprising data for set 2 with respect to digital. But yeah, this is two MSQ questions and one NAT question in the digital. 5 marks as expected, mostly 5 to 6 marks these days computer science students are getting for digital. So pretty much expected. Okay, coming to the mathematics part, engineering mathematics part, discrete maths, we have put it separately. Okay, I'll give you a briefing of that also. So when I come to engineering mathematics part, okay, there are 4 questions of 1 marker category, okay, including one MSQ and 3 MCQs. And then there are 2 questions of the 2 mark category, and that makes it total 8 marks of engineering mathematics. Okay, so again, 1 plus 1, there are 2 MSQs from the engineering mathematics. And let me include discrete maths also here. Okay, so discrete maths, total 5 marks. As always, total is 13 marks, discrete plus engineering maths. Total 13 marks of maths is there. Okay, so discrete pe the, there is one NET of 1 marker, and there are two MSQs from discrete math, 2 marks each. Okay, and general aptitude, needless discuss, it is a fixed pattern, 15 marks every year, 5 questions 1 mark, 5 questions 2 mark, and like every other year, the questions from general aptitude have been again all MCQs. Okay, have been all MCQs. Okay, now this is what is the analysis from digital logic maths, discrete maths, and general aptitude. I would request Anil sir also to take on about the other subjects and their trends.
Yeah, I will start with the computer architecture, where the computer architecture is computer organization. That here this MCQ is equal to 2 and MSQ is equal to 1, and MSQ is 1, NAT is equal to 2. Total 9 marks is an average. The total marks is for the computer organization. Here, in set 1 paper, when I see that the computer organization is pretty easy. But when it comes to set 2 computer organization is for 11 marks, if I'm not wrong. But that was somewhat moderate. But computer organization, to start with, it's one of the easiest paper when it comes to 2023. Then I will go for the operating systems. In the operating system, the total marks are 10. Trust me, the operating system, all the questions were very easy. If the students were able to focus, they were able to get the most out of this operating system, because the operating system, as you already know, it is one of the easiest topics in the entire computer science paper. So the computer organization, since it is easier, and operating systems also it is easier, I assume, I expect the people to score better in these two. Okay, then I will go for in PNDS, programming data structures. Where is programming data structures? Programming data structures is, do we have PNDS?
Oh, is it by chance merged or is it mixed? How comes it is?
Programming
It's
data
I
structures.
think I think it's there in the algorithm only because
Algorithm is, I guess it is 8 marks, but anyhow, I'll just give you the figure, indicative
yeah.
figures right now. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, we can check it from the, maybe in the typing it has not come. We can check it from the core file as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah, sure.
So this is just give me a moment. This is 2023. Yeah, C&DS is MCQ for 1 mark. Total C&DS for the first session, it was for 11 marks. But trust me, the C&DS also was moderate. I cannot say it was easy, but it was lengthy. In both, what do you call, session 1 and session 2, this C&DS, it is turned out to be lengthy. Only the questions were very lengthy. I guess it might have taken a lot of time for the students to solve. Do I have any people who attended this C&DS, of course, and I looked at the question. Those questions were lengthy, but easier one. But the total questions were 11. But if they were able to get a time, they were able to crack many of these questions, and they could be able to, they were able to get some good score. And you already talked about discrete mathematics algorithm. Yes, algorithm is the part I found a bit difficult, rather from moderate to difficult. But at the fortunate part, we just got only 5 marks for algorithm in the session 1. When it comes to the session 2, yeah, session 1, session 2, both, just a minute.
This is
Algorithms.
session 2 if you want. This is the session 2.
Yeah. This session 2. Yes. Session 1 algorithms. Yeah. Session 1 algorithm was for 8 marks, and session 2 algorithm was for
5
5
marks.
marks. In both of these algorithms, I could find the questions a bit difficult, moderate to difficult. But at the best point is we just only got 5 marks and 8 marks. So it's not a big deal. But as far as my knowledge is concerned, it's not a big deal. And the next thing that I would go for is the computer network. Computer networks again was very easy. When I looked at those questions, computer networks, session 2 was for 9 marks. The questions are from, easy to moderate. All the questions that I can classify into the group easy to moderate. And then computer networks session 1. Session 1 computer networks were both, 9 marks each. And then DBMS, of course, DBMS is for 8 marks. And see, I just been observing the consistency and trends of DBMS. DBMS, when you observe 20, 21, 22, 23, and even 24, all the DBMS questions were very easy. What do you see, students? DBMS questions were proven to be very, very easier indeed. Okay. And
I think that there has been a typo. I think this compiler design, this is what is the compiler design. Let me come back to this point. Yeah. So this, I think, represents the data for programming and data structures. Okay,
first
because
one is the programming data structures. Yes, compiler is not compiler design. The first one is the programming data structures. Just strike it off, and it is programming data structures.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Programming data structures.
Yes, sir. Now you can continue.
Yep. And the theory of computation, of course, every time from 2020 to 24, the weightage was very less. And now, but to my surprise, the weightage is 7 marks here. But okay, the questions are again from moderate to difficult. There are no MCQs here. 2 marks MCQs here. 1 mark. This is just a minute. Is it visible completely? Yes, it's a bit blur. Okay, when there are no 1 mark MCQ, but theory of computation, again, just trust me, it's just, from moderate to difficult. When I looked at those questions, to solve, it took some time. And what are the other subjects that I'm talking about? Engineering, mathematics, algorithms. Yeah, I guess I covered most of the subject. Did I leave anything? No, computer networks. Yes.
So yeah, if I now come to set number 2. Okay, so from the set number 2, let me again, start off with the data, for the digital logic. As I told you, there is some more surprise in the set number 2. There are 3 questions of digital, all 3 MSQs. All 3 are MSQs. One is 1 marker, 2 questions of 2 marker, total again same 5 markers, but all 3 are MSQ from digital logic. Okay, maths, surprisingly, because maths always was producing MSQ question for CS, but in the set number 2, there is no MSQ from the maths. Okay, and the engineering maths is 5 marks. Okay, discrete maths has been 7 marks. It's totaling 12. It may be 13 also because it's a memory-based data. There may be 1 or 2 marks fluctuation. Okay, so when you come to maths part, there is 2 question of 1 markers, MCQ, and 1 NAT of 2 marker, and there is only single 2 marker question, that is MCQ level. Total 5 marks from the maths, engineering maths part. Coming to the discrete maths part. Okay, again, no MSQs from discrete part also. Okay, in the set 1, there were 2 MSQs from discrete maths part. Okay, 2 questions, MCQ, 1 NAT, and 2 NAT of 2 markers. Okay, that is 7 marks for discrete. Aptitude, again, the similar pattern, no change there. 15 marks, 5 1 markers, 5 2 markers, all MCQ. Okay. So yeah, what about the other subjects, Anil
Yeah,
sir?
but,
Here is
but
the
so
question
let me
number.
start with engineering mathematics itself. These people, they are very fortunate enough not to get a MSc question here in this set too, I guess. What you say?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
But
yeah.
they have got, they've got a lot of MSQ questions. I mean, whether it is set one or set two,
Hmm.
the big surprise for the CS students is, it's, I'll not call it as a big surprise, because even last year they were getting sometimes 15, sometimes 18 MSQs. So this time also they have got total. This time also they have got total MSQs 18 from the session number 2. Okay. And if I write down the same data for the session number 1, okay, it's 20. Guys, again, this is indicative data. There may be plus minus 1 or 2, but yeah, the numbers are mostly accurate. Okay, so it's a big number in both the slots. So yeah, other subjects in the session 2, Anil sir, if you can take
Yeah, in
over.
the session two, I'll go for the databases because the databases paper, the databases questions were very simple, and I mean, students wouldn't take, I mean, would not have taken much time to solve these databases question because these are the simple, straight questions, and these data questions MCQs two which and MCQs for 2 marks again it one and NAT is equal to 1, and then finally it just sums up to 8 marks. These 8 marks, I'm sure most of the people they are able to bag in their pocket, and this PNDS, again, when it comes to the PNDS, again, these PNDS questions in set 2 were again moderate, and the total score of the PNDS were 1 plus, what is this again? This is not completely visible. Again, 1 plus 1,
Yeah.
2, 2 plus 2,
And
4. 4, there is something missing here. NA2, is this for 2 marks? Yes.
yeah, this one you're talking about PNDS, the
PNDS,
programming.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, yeah, there are two questions of one marker, one MCQ, one MSQ, and there are
Okay.
three questions of 2 markers, and
Yes.
there are two
Total
MCQs and
8.
one AT.
Yes,
That is
yes,
our
yes.
total eight.
8, 8, 8. And again, but PNDS in from in the second session, from my perspective, these are again from moderate to difficult. I don't know how, I mean, but these were lengthy questions. PNDS questions were very lengthy questions. Again, when it comes to computer organization, I would put it in moderate, and the students were, if they were able to concentrate, they were able to. Here, biggest surprise is computer organization total is equal to 11. Here, the thing is, computer organization is given, I mean, from 20 to 24, consistently the computer organization was given much of the weightage. This total 11, most of the students were able to bag. Only the thing is, just when it is compared with the first session, second questions are somewhat complicated. I can't say complicated, rather I would say these are complex. But most of the students, they would be able to bag if they had focused good. And then when it comes to the operating system, there are 2 marks MSQs and 1 mark MC. These are 2 marks, right? Yeah, 1 mark. Sorry, one MCQ to MSQ and one NAT question. Total, it just sums up to 10. Operating system in the first session it was 9, the second session 10. Both more or less the weightage is one and the same. Algorithms, again, when I looked at those algorithms question, again they were time consuming and somewhat bit difficult. And but here the biggest good part is there are only 5 marks. Algorithm marks are only 5. So student need not bother about the algorithm marks. Even they were not able to solve any of those questions. Just it's about 5 marks, but they may add up finally. But we just at this point, let us say ignore algorithms, because when I looked at those questions, some they are somewhat difficult or from moderate to difficult. What would you say, students? Yeah. And the next thing is theory of computation. Again, theory of computation, when I looked at those questions, these again are somewhat moderate to difficult. The total score is 7, and 1 mark MCQ and 2 MCQ of 2 marks, and where is this? One MSQ. The screen is getting very little, but anyhow, total is 7 for theory of computation, which I would put in the category of the moderate to difficult. But compiler design is somewhat better in the second session than the first session. The total compiler design score was 9. I'm sure most of the students, they were able to solve very quickly the compiler design questions, rather they were straight and simple. What would you say, students? Yeah. And of course, some are suggesting the operating systems questions are more theoretical. Of course, that is the very reason why I put the operating system questions into, classified them into the easier ones. Okay, so anyhow, when it comes to this 2024 paper, of course, it is moderate, but the easiest topics are DBMS operating systems.
All right. So, yeah, if we move, we can also have a slight comparison, between what happened in the past 3 years, 2023, 22, and 21. Okay, as compared to what happened this year. I'll just, take up this data. So, databases in both the slots today is 8 marker here. Okay. On the other side, it was 8 marker again in 21, 7 and 5 in 22 and 23 respectively. Operating system, let me just take up the data from here. The operating system is 10 and 10 in both slots today. Okay. 10 and 10. Okay. So it's a good weightage, like similar to 2022, because it may sometimes go less also. But I think operating systems, as far as I know, it's almost approximately 8 to 9 marks can be expected from operating system. Okay, coming to discrete maths, as we just noticed in the discrete maths, again, it's 5 and a 7 marker weightage here. Okay, 5 and 7. Okay, it's almost on the similar trend, except 2022, it was very higher, but it's like following the regular trend only. Digital logic in both the sessions, it is 5 and 5. Last year, it went up to 8, but mostly 5 to 6 is the expectation from digital. So it has fulfilled that. Okay, aptitude, लिख देता हूँ पहले, that is 15 each. There's no change. Mathematics, as we saw, it was 8 and 5 marks. Okay, 8 from the session 1 and 5 from the shift number 2. Okay, so almost similar, around 6, 7 marks every time it is coming. Okay, let me come back to computer network now. So computer network, 9 markers and the 10 markers. Okay, and it is almost every time, okay, expected for around 10 marks around, okay, plus minus 1 maybe, and that's what the pattern also telling you. Okay, computer organization is 9 and 11 marks. Okay, in the shift number 2. Okay, so slightly higher if you compare it from the previous years, and I think same highlight was being given by Anil sir as well regarding especially to the computer organization. Okay, coming to the programming and data structure part, I think it is 8 each. It is 8 each. Okay, as compared to previous 2 years, it was getting 10 marks, but that's okay. Algorithm, that is 8 and 5. 8 and 5, almost on the lower side, except for 2021 set number 1, okay, where they had put it for 13 marks. Okay, TOC, if I just look into the TOC weightage, it is 7 and once again 7 in both the slots. Okay, slightly lower, but almost on the trend lines. Maybe 1, 2 marks deviation is always there in the IIT's paper. Okay, compiler design 8 and 9. Okay, for the today's both the strips respectively. Okay, so this is what has been there. Right. So, even if you compare, the distribution is not very random, it's not very weird, it's almost on the trends. Okay, sometimes 1 or 2 marks more from X subject, 1 or 2 marks less from the Y subject. That is there. Not only for CS, it happens in other branches also. Okay, but now coming to the very, very important highlight. Okay, and that's what, this is the slide we prepared earlier also. This, ये तो PPT पहले से बन चुका है, but now even if you look into the poll, majority of the students say that, okay, the paper is moderate. In case you have not polled, you can also poll and see. Yeah, the majority of the students mentioning that the paper is moderate. That's what, I felt it from my part, which I saw. In fact, my part, if you say, it was mostly moderate to easy only, but not beyond moderate. If you talk about maths, aptitude, and digital, whatever questions I've got today. Okay, and the same thing Anil sir mentioned, including all subjects. He have seen the COA, the operating system part, programming data structures. It's mostly up to moderate. Some questions, some subjects are difficult, but some are very easy also. So overall, summing up, it's moderate, but this is the big highlight. Again, as expected in CSC, good number of MSQs. Okay, so any more comments on the difficulty level from your end, Anil sir?
Just, I mean, rest of all the other subject, I would put difficult. I mean, I would definitely put 2 subjects at the difficult part. That is, one is algorithms and one more is TOC. The rest of all the other subject, from my perspective, it's just from easy to moderate.
So you are mentioning, sir, once again, please.
Algorithms, algo, and TOC.
Okay, so these 2 have been on difficult side. Rest,
yes,
moderate. Yes. Yeah, some of them very easy as well.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
like digital was really easy. I mean,
yes.
that's okay. Okay, I've got many of the questions, but rarely I got the question from sequential circuit. Most of the questions are Boolean based, number system based, and that's what.
Not audible. You just we lost your voice.
Yeah, is it audible now?
Yes, yes, yes. And one more thing to add up is the programming data structures part is the thing that I would like to add up. That is, programming data structures should not from my perspective, difficult. Rather, these were the lengthy questions, and some students, they told me that they were unable to get the time to solve all the questions, especially in session 2. One of the student from BYJU'S Exam Prep, he himself told me that in session 2, programming data structure questions are even bit difficult. Right? Rather, I wouldn't put it difficult. These were time consuming. I mean, because since time is one of the criteria they need to look up, and I don't know how far the students are able to solve the easy questions in programming data structure, but time consuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what has been the overall analysis. Okay. So in the session 1 and session 2 both. Okay. More MSQs than NAT, because other branches will have the highest weightage for NATs, but here are more MSQs than NAT. Of course, MCQs are always more. Okay, but still MSQ more in number than NAT itself is a big surprising data. Okay, so now guys, okay, some important updates for you before we move forward is that the GATE 2024 rank predictor will be live on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app as well as on the web. Okay, so once the response key is released, okay, around 16th February, ISC is going to release a response key. After that time, the rank predictor will be live, and you can check how many marks you're getting, and based on the marks you're getting, where do you stand among the race of thousands or lakhs of aspirants appeared in GATE 2024. Okay, all this will be there on the BYJU'S Exam Prep. You can get it from the Google Play Store, right? And or also you can download our app from the link of this YouTube description. Okay, you can directly download. And also, guys, now the GATE exam is over. Point is, what next? Okay, some of you might be getting 70 plus, some of you may be getting 50 plus marks, some of you may be getting just qualifying marks. What should be your next target? Should you rethink about GATE, or can you get any good IIT or NIT or PSUs at what particular marks you're getting? Everything for you in the post-GATE sessions. Okay, again, okay, lot of post-GATE guidance series is going to come on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. Stay tuned to the app. Okay, just log in. If you don't have, you can just download this and get all the updates. Also, guys, if you are looking for the complete GATE ESC 2025 and to 26 preparation, okay, either 25 or 26 preparation, okay, you can get the full-fledged courses on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. But at the same time, before enrolling to any courses, if you need any counseling regarding to the GATE ESC examination or the products that the BYJU'S Exam Prep app, what are the different courses available for GATE or ESC, how things will be happening there, yeah, if you have fundamental queries ki GATE se kya kya benefit hone wala hai, whether you should go for GATE or not, any sort of counseling you need, okay, preparation guidance you need, okay, you can contact this particular number mentioned, 9241333666, or you can just fill up the counseling form. Where is the counseling form? Just go to the description of this video. Okay, there will be a link. Just open the form, a very basic detail, just it takes few seconds. You can fill the form and your counseling session will be booked automatically and you'll be contacted accordingly. And that's what I'm telling. The Vision 2025 and 26 courses will be there for you. Okay. Now, guys, coming to a very important data. Okay, Anil sir. Okay, now we have compared the difficulty levels. Okay, and we have seen that already, as you mentioned, 2021 and 22 were better paper. 23 paper level went down. Okay, and we highlighted already the AIR1 marks. Okay, coming to the cutoff marks also. Okay, because of the easy paper coming up, okay, 2023 cutoff marks suddenly jumped from 25 to 32.5. Okay, for the general category, for OBC to 22.5, it jumped to 29.2. For SC, ST from 16.6, it jumped to 21.6. So around 5 to 7 marks jump was there. What about this year? Will it be any further jump, Anil sir, or will it go down? Will it remain on the similar trend? What can be range can be expected? Of course, accurately, so we can't say, but at least a small range that we can put up here as per you.
Yeah, in 2022, I predicted that it was around 25 to 27. It just came around 25. In 2023, I just predicted that it was around 30, but it was 32.5. Now looking at the paper and the pattern of the paper, when I look at that, I just am. I mean, when you look back at the past trends, I just am thinking that I presume that score would be anywhere in and around 28 to 30, not more than that. 28 to 30.
Okay, 28 to 30. Okay, that's what 28 to 30. Okay, so on the similar lines here, we can call it as 23 to 25 because almost there's 5 marks or 3 marks deviation here. First OBC is there, na? Yeah. Okay, so again, considering a similar 2-3 marks of deviation, okay, so we can assume it to be 26 to 28 here. Okay, for the OBC, and going down further here, it could be 22, say 24 here. That's what we can be expecting here.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, even slightly lower. Around
Yeah,
22.
around
Yeah, that's
22.
okay.
Around
Around
22.
22.
Yes.
Around 22 will be
But
okay here.
no, okay, it's around 20, I would say. But anyhow, maybe give or take 2 is fine.
Yeah.
No
So
happening.
that's what the expected cutoff, as per our experts is. So guys, now what about the questions? So see now, anyways, the GATE examination for CSE and including data science have been conducted. Okay, we have got some memory-based questions, but the plan for computer science today was, let's get the official paper, and very soon the official paper will be out with the help of response key. Once you get the response key, you get the paper also. Okay, once we have the complete official paper with all 65 questions, we are going to give you the video for both the shift 1 and shift 2, how the questions with their complete detailed solution. Okay, because even if we solve today, some memory based questions are there, that is not even 40-50%. So the complete paper will be discussed with you, okay, for computer science shift 1 and shift 2. Okay, but let the response key come, and then we have the complete official 65 questions. Okay, now, okay, for those who are the aspirants of electronics and electrical, their paper is tomorrow. Okay, sometimes they are also curious ki, what was the maths or aptitude or digital question, because there are three elements common for ECEE taking from computer science, that is maths, the aptitude, and the digital electronics, right? In case, okay, if you are from ECEE and looking for how the questions, especially from these three subjects, others are not of your interest, but from these three, digital, maths, and aptitude, okay, just in few minutes, I'm bringing another session for you. Okay, it was supposed to start at 8:45, but this session got delayed. No problem. Just in few minutes, I'll be live discussing up maths, aptitude, and digital electronics question of today's computer science, both the shifts, shift 1 and shift 2, so that all the students who are going to appear in the gate tomorrow, they also get an idea. And tomorrow, guys, okay, at 12:30 p.m., okay, once the EC exam is over, okay, we are going to come up with the full live EC analysis, including solving questions also. Okay, and similarly, we'll be doing it for double E. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it from my side and Anil's side. Anything from your end, sir?
That's it. And I expect this time a lot of rankers from BYJU'S Exam Prep, not just
Yeah,
BYJU'S Exam Prep, the who appeared for the GATE exam. I guess most, I mean, there'll be more pass percentage looking at the paper. Cross the fingers.
definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So hope you did your best. Okay, thank you. This is me and Anil sir. I was presented to you a basic highlights of today's shift 1 as well as shift 2. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe and hope you really performed well.
Good night, all of you. Bye.